An encounter has broken out in the forest area of Rajouri after security forces launched a search operation based on specific intelligence inputs about the movement of terrorists in the region. As troops moved deeper into the forested terrain to verify the presence of militants, contact was established and the situation quickly escalated into an exchange of fire. Initial reports indicate that around 2 to 3 terrorists are believed to be trapped inside the cordon zone, while the operation remains active as security forces continue to tighten the perimeter and carry out systematic combing of the dense forest area. Reinforcements have been deployed in order to prevent any possible breakout attempt, and surveillance measures are being used in order to track movement within the operational zone. The ongoing operation is part of a broader pattern of intensified counter-terror efforts across the Jammu region, where security forces have been working through difficult terrain and challenging weather conditions in order to neutralize remaining militant presence. Over the past years, several major operations have been conducted in forest belts and remote areas, leading to the elimination of multiple terror modules and operatives. Earlier in the year, a significant breakthrough was reported in Kishtwar, where the White Knight Corps of the Indian Army announced that a long-running terror network had been dismantled after sustained operations lasting nearly a year. Security agencies, including the Jammu and Kashmir Police, CRPF and Army intelligence units, played a coordinated role in tracking and eliminating members of the network. And among those neutralized was a key operative that was believed to be involved in planning attacks in the region, marking a major setback for militant infrastructure operating in the area. And in addition to this, early 2026 saw a series of high-intensity encounters under coordinated military efforts in forested regions of Jammu. And during one such engagement known as Operation Thrashy 1, security forces engaged militants across multiple phases of combat in the Chatru belt. The operation involved prolonged search efforts, intermittent firefights and difficult evacuations of injured personnel from the rugged terrain. Despite facing resistance and casualties, the operation ultimately resulted in the neutralization of 3 terrorists. And another coordinated action referred to as Operation Kia was carried out in the Basantgarh region. In that operation, security forces targeted militants hiding in cave-like structures using precision firepower, including under-barrel grenade launchers, leading to the elimination of 2 terrorists. And all these successive operations reflect the ongoing focus on dismantling remaining hideouts and preventing regrouping attempts by militant groups in remote forest zones. Meanwhile, senior military leadership has continued to maintain a strong stance on cross-border terrorism. The Chief of Army Staff, Upendra, recently reiterated that continued support for terrorist activity against India would invite serious consequences, reinforcing the country's policy of firm response to any such threats. And against this backdrop, the current encounter in Rajouri remains fluid, with security forces maintaining high alert as the search operation continues. Officials are expected to release further details once the situation stabilizes and the outcome of the ongoing engagement becomes clear. Notably, in a significant development, an encounter has broken out in the area of Rajouri after security forces launched a search operation based on intelligence inputs about the presence of terrorists in the region. And during the operation, militants opened fire on advancing troops, triggering an exchange of fire. Reports also suggest that 2 to 3 terrorists are believed to be trapped inside the cordon-off forested area. And the search and combing operation is still underway, with additional reinforcements deployed in order to ensure containment and prevent any escape. The incident comes amid ongoing counter-terror operations across Jammu and Kashmir. Earlier this year in Kishtwar, the Indian Army White Knight Corps reported the dismantling of a terror network following sustained operations involving multiple security agencies, including the Jammu and Kashmir Police and CRPF. This was considered a significant setback for militant groups operating in the region, and in early 2026, security forces also conducted major operations such as Operation Thrashy 1 in the Chatru belt and Operation Kia in Basantgarh, resulting in the elimination of multiple terrorists after prolonged engagements in difficult terrain. Meanwhile, the Chief of Army Staff has also reiterated a strong stance against cross-border terrorism, warning of firm consequences for continued support in order to militant activities. And the current operative in Rajouri remains active, with forces maintaining tight security and continuing efforts in order to neutralize the trapped terrorists. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.